So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Rizal, Filippo Inzaghi. He's having a pop! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
And it's Beckham. Desai. Jordan Henderson. Oh, easy pickings there. That's a sharp pass. Del Piero. Kukçu. Olise. Good chance here! Against the crossbar! But he's left disappointed.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Not the most convincing of passes. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's Mendes. Baresi does really well to win the ball there. Filippo Inzaghi, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Rizal, lovely pass, but can he get there? Doué! Superb from Doué! A finish of true class! The first significant strike. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Milan are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Well read, and the danger is averted. Koundé.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Looking for the run. Oh, good ball! He's having a shot! And he hits the net! And they're threatening to fly away here! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Rizal is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Edmilson. And here's Inzaghi. And he's in on goal. Iniesta.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Iniesta. Puskás. And it's Iniesta. And this is Del Piero. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Kaka. And it's Kaka. Kaka going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Quality ball. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Iniesta. Kaká. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Lovely bit of skill. He's free, he has got space. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Doué does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And it's Kukçu. Mendes cuts out the pass. Beckham. This is a promising build-up. Tries to pass it through. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we are back on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive.
And the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Tries to cross. Khan deals with that nice and simple. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good spread. Jordan Henderson, some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Lovely, now the decent chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And it's Henderson. Now that is commitment to the cause. And now they can spring out of defence. Passing is crisp and sharp. Van Basten.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that real chance! Another big chance that gets away.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And here's Del Piero. Oh, well played. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Kaká. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He is through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Iniesta. Jordan Henderson. And the shot's on here. Inzaghi has created one goal already. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Doué with a definite foul there. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 22.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
11. Beckham.
And it's
Lascia il campo
Mendes.
per il numero 17.
We expected better, and so did he.
19. Attenzione, un
Milan
cambio.
perhaps contemplating their next change here. Iniesta. Jordan Henderson. Iniesta. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Van Basten. Nicely spread. Van Basten. And it's made its way to him. Rizal is flagged offside. Nuno Mendes. Howson. And that's really well manoeuvred. Del Piero. And Del Piero! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Koundé. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Park Ji-sung. Defending was strong and firm. Edmilson.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, super find. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Just the keeper in his way. And Van Basten! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
You could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
Corner
6.
number 2 then.
Iniesta. Viene sostituito con il numero 15. Cambio di giocatori.
Milan have the chance to go the other way. It's a searching pass. Not a hint of offside here. Khan claims comfortable. And the counter is on. Yamal. Oh, that's a key interception. Isco. Now it's Puskás. Raúl. Raúl! Conte. Ronaldinho. Yamal.
Ci saranno
Well
3
seen,
minuti di
saw
recupero.
that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ambitious ball here. Not the most accurate pass. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Picked out brilliantly, Yamal. Looking tiny in position. Del Piero! And he stuck it away. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist?
Numero 10.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Well, here's a guy who's come as close as you can to perfecting the game, though his demeanour could barely be more modest. He really is every bit the anti-Galactico.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think that he's one of the great all-time midfielders until you actually see what he does on the pitch. Royalty.
Andres Iniesta. You do it better than him. Some say nobody has done it better than him. Serginho. De Bruyne. That's Rijkaard. Puskas. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Haaland. And here's Dembele. And here's Haaland. Dembele. Nice interception, well timed. He's had it taken off him.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Jena. Yamal. And it's Koundé. And it's Koundé. Both sides exercising caution for now. Now it's Puskas. Haaland. Ronaldinho. And that has left him in a heap. Well read, nice interception. Jena. Now it's Puskas. Iniesta. Oh, it's Iniesta! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Iniesta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Iniesta with the short one. Persib Bandung are looking to go forward now. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He won't be happy with that one. Yamal. So we're still where we started right now. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's given the time to pick a pass. Azar. And it's Koundé. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that is a little undercooked. Now that looks a decent ball. And that is a good ball to find him. Desai, always a very imposing presence at the back. Koundé. Iniesta. Rijkaard. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Iniesta. Jena. Now it's Yamal. Koundé. Played into space. Spread neatly. Donnarumma deals with that nice and simple. Haaland. And it's Azar. Dembele. Engages and forces him off the ball. Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, that's neat. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Haaland.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Puskas. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, that's fabulous. There's the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Dembele is offering a wry smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Towering header! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Nuno Mendes is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Yamal. That's a nicely shaped ball. Rijkaard. De Bruyne. Ronaldinho. But it's Ronaldinho. And that is the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
A quick reminder today,
neither side yet off the mark.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. That gets us going once more.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Iniesta. Howson looking to pass their way up the pitch. Kaká, he's shifting through the gears here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Hazard, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Hazard. That is a great pick out. And this is Dembele. Koundé. Jena. Puskas. Now it's Puskas. That's been cut out, well played. Persib Bandung are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Now it's Del Piero. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And it's Del Piero. Yamal aims beyond the defence. Good read, needed to be. And he's quick to get rid. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Jena, the man with such great vision. Knocks it into space. It's played through for him. Iniesta. Jena. And Yamal. Koundé. Jena. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nicely weighted ball. Hoisted it. Header! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
De Bruyne can see things, others simply cannot. Yamal. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rijkaard. Oh, they can break here. And it's been played through. He is, can he finish? Yamal. Kaka. Iniesta. Serginho. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Bandung clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Iniesta. So what can they make of this? And that could set him on his way. Now there's a fun. Goes for a shot! And it's in! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
He's had a shot! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Substitution on the field, number 18.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Number 14,
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Number 10,
Kaka. Iniesta. Kaka. Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that. And he was alert to it. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Jena. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
1 minute added time.
Puskás. And Yamal. And there goes the final whistle. Milan are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Puskás picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
It's Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's had it nicked away. Tries to pass it through. Nicely weighted ball. Iniesta. Kaká. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Jordan Henderson. And Yamal. Del Piero. Oh, well played. Platini. Ronaldinho. Kaká. Nuno Mendes. And it's Henderson. Now it's Puskas. And this is Iniesta. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Quarter of an hour played. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Milan are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Puskas is onto it in a flash. Darren Fletcher conjures time and space where few can.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Pepe kept his eye on it, and he's there. Darren Fletcher. And it's Ronaldinho. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's managed to get free. Iniesta. Puskas. Now it's Del Piero. Puskas. Looking for options for movement. There's the shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here! Iniesta. That is lovely. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Ronaldinho. Platini. Well-timed, excellent interception. And that has put paid to that. And this is Del Piero. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Azar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Ronaldinho.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. This looks promising. Oh, good climb! He will be livid with himself.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Nuno Mendes is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Puskas.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Plays it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Iniesta.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Iniesta. Now it's Puskas. Iniesta. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Puskas finds himself offside. Koundé. Now it's Del Piero, and he's quick to return it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Milan go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. The second half is up and running.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Del Piero. Jordan Henderson.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Valverde is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
He's found a way through. Ibrahimovic! Big moment! Massive goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Indonesia leading now.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Nuno Mendes. Indonesia are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Lovely feet.
Puskas clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything.
And a shot! And no mistake! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Look at the space here. It's Iniesta! Oh, how good is he? He's got himself an absolute peach. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Picked out brilliantly.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Incoming delivery. He leaps for it. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it. Indonesia clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Kaka. Kaka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ronaldinho.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Silvestre. And Stojkovic. Milan are running out of time and out of options.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Now it's Del Piero. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's heaved it away. He's had it taken off him. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Looking for the run. And this is Ibrahimovic. Stojkovic. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode. Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Del Piero.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And here's Del Piero. Yamal. And the finish! And a neat finish. We thought they were done, but never say never.
Gol per il Milan.
So smooth, a signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Numero 13.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just
shoots! Oh, that could be pivotal! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 19. Lascia il campo per il...
And that is as far as it goes. Milan have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Milan have done it. They're people without a fingernail left between them after what they have just witnessed.
Milan really wanted this. I mean, look at those players now. Some are barely able to move. They squeezed every ounce of energy out of themselves to get this result. And congratulations to them.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.